There are no Mario Wonder spoilers in this podcast episode. Welcome back to the Mario Matter, your favorite Nintendo podcast of all times, guys. It's episode 60. 60. It has been 10 weeks ever since episode 50. From that, you can infer that this is a weekly podcast. Every single Saturday, 7 a.m., we bring you Nintendo updates, Nintendo discussion, Nintendo news, so much cool stuff, guys. Let's say some buzzwords that relate to what we are discussing today. Alright, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, spoiler-free thoughts, so no spoilers, I give you my thoughts on the game. It's pretty dang good, okay? Nintendo removes the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. Is there a new Switch coming? Normally they do that when a new console's coming. What's the deal? I break that down for you. Splatoon 3, Sonic Superstars, general interesting Nintendo news. We answer your questions. We do it all on this episode today. Guys, if you are new around here, thank you for tuning in. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you rather listen to the audio. With that said, though, let's get into what you want to hear about. And also, by the way, if you're on Spotify or Apple, we're on YouTube. So either way, let's get to the Nintendo news headlines that you are here for, where we go through news from the past week surrounding the world of Nintendo, from the Mushroom Kingdom to the Hyrule Castle. Let's break it down. Let's go. Alright guys, as we said, this is a weekly podcast, so every single Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, this podcast gets posted on, as I said, let's promo once again, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere else that you listen to podcasts, even Google Podcasts, if that's your jam, then we're over there too. But we're gathered here on the Nintendo News Headline segment. What this is we go through news from the past week in the world of Nintendo. So today, as of posting, is October 21st. We go back to October 14th, and if you don't want to hear about a certain topic or whatever, there are timestamps in the description, and if your podcast platform supports it, if you scroll through the, the scroll bar, like where you can skip the podcast, there should be timestamps like built into that bar if you're using a supported software. Like YouTube has it, YouTube has chapters, and I believe Spotify has that feature where like the line is like broken up. You can skip to certain parts of the podcast if you want, but with that said, let's run through Nintendo news. We go back to October 14th, that is 21 minus 7. I know my multiples of 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Like, come on. So I know that 21 last week, October 14th. October 14th news, guys. We have two pieces of news, and they are the exact same, but also the exact opposite. If that doesn't intrigue you, I don't know what will, okay? So let's break this down. Our first piece of news is a juicy one. I have a lot to say here, okay? First piece of news, banger. Super Mario Bros. Wonder has leaked online. The file has leaked online, and as you're seeing this podcast, like, it doesn't really matter because you have the game. If you can hear my voice, the game is out now, so it shouldn't matter that much to you, right? But it's still an interesting thing to bring up. 6 days before the game launches, on Saturday, last Saturday, the game file leaks. So people had their hands on the game, and when people can, get their hands on the game, they're gonna not only pirate the game, they're posting spoilers on Twitter, on YouTube. It's hard to avoid spoilers once that happens. Once that happens, like, that's when you go on Twitter and start muting words. Like, I didn't do it because I have to, like, report news, but I almost went and muted Mario and Mario Wonder and any kind of words that would be in a tweet that shows spoilers. But I didn't do it. However, I will say I have been spoiler-free up until now. The game is out. I'm gotta play it. And, yeah, hopefully nothing gets spoiled for me. It's still possible for me to run into spoilers because now everyone has the game, not just the pirates who have the game. So now it's even more likely that I get the game spoiled for me. Guys, please keep the comment section a spoiler-free place if you're on a platform that has a comment section. Either way, that game's out there. Now, here's the information here, okay? So how did this happen? How did the game leak? Well, there are two ways this happens. It's either A, some store employee, like a Walmart employee, Target, wherever, smuggles the game out of the store. They can do that. Or what happens is, this probably isn't the case. It's less likely now, but sometimes, you know, your Walmart, your GameStop will ship out the game early. Now, I don't think that happened 6 days before launch. I think what must have happened is somebody, you know, who worked at a store snuck it out of there, and that's how the game got online. But now that they've done that, you know, they're gonna probably get in trouble. But now that they've done that, we know that the game uses the same engine as Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That's cool news. I'm not big into like, oh my gosh, guys, game engine. Like, this is technical stuff. I'm not like big into that, but like, it's just good to know they're changing things. It's not the same engine as the last Mario Bros. Game, so they're making improvements that we just don't really ever notice. However, we did notice. We found it out in the files of the game. That's always cool. And plus, the developers talked about it. They did a developer Q&A for the Mario Wonder developers, and they said like, yeah, we had to use a new engine. So cool news there. But guys, the game leaked online. That is not encouraging you to pirate the game. Absolutely not. That is illegal. I cannot encourage that even if I wanted to, okay? But that's just your news here, okay? I made a YouTube short about it. It was nice and fun games. Now, guys, I told you that there's two pieces of news on this day, October 14th, and they're the exact same and the exact opposite. So it's the same thing. Another game got leaked online. Can you guess which game? It is the opposite of Mario. Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. So Sonic Superstars, which released on October 17th, got leaked online. Now, how did this happen? That one is confirmed to be a store sold the game early. And you might think, well, Max, how can a Walmart or a Target, or if you're like in the UK, a store near you, how can any of these stores sell the game early? It probably wasn't one of the big stores. It probably wasn't Best Buy, probably wasn't Target, probably wasn't Walmart. It was probably a much smaller store. If you don't know, smaller game stores get brand new Switch games in, just like how Target does, just like how GameStop does. So like, there's a store near me that gets in Mario Wonder. They have Mario Wonder as I speak, and they've had it for like a week. One of those smaller mom and pop brick and mortar stores sold it to somebody. That was what I saw. So that's out there. I mean, it's out now as I speak, but it's fun news to, you know, look at all that. So store sold it early, and whoever had the game dumped the files, and that's just like a dangerous game. Like, why would you ever dump files? I'm not saying that no one should ever dump files, but like, someone's gonna do it. Why have it be you? You know, like someone else will be dumb enough to do it. I say dumb enough because, you know, they're a hero for a lot of people, but like, you're potentially gonna get sued. So, you know, that's happened in the past. Wouldn't be shocked if it happened now. Now, the next day, October 15th, guys, if you've been around this podcast, or you just, you know, kind of stalk Nintendo on Twitter, you would know that, you know, Nintendo doesn't really put out announcements on weekends. So this one piece of news for October 15th is actually not even Nintendo related. However, it's gaming related, and I can almost guarantee you that you own the game I am going to discuss here, okay? Minecraft has hit 300 million copies sold. How many people are on Earth? Is it 7 billion or 8 billion? Can Minecraft ever hit 1 billion copies sold? Because that would be so cool to say, like, 1/7 or 1/8 of the world owns Minecraft. That'd be very, very cool. But Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time, right? Hold on. Best-selling games of all time. It's the best one, right? It is, according to Wikipedia. It is 300 million copies. That's a lot of freaking copies. Now, I will say it does help that, like, people own it on 5 different consoles. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I own it on PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Like, I own it on like 5 consoles. So, oh, and also PS4. I'm such a loser for Minecraft, man. Also, mobile. Does that count? Do they even still have mobile Minecraft? I haven't played it in like forever, so I wouldn't actually know. Minecraft PE was what they used to call it. But yeah, 300 million copies. To think that everyone bought it for like what, $30, and Microsoft bought it for like a few billion or whatever. I don't know. It's come a long way. Bro, I was in like first grade. Sorry, I'm like going on a tangent, but that's what I like to do on this podcast. You can hear my stories while I'm talking to you about about games. I was in first grade, and I was playing the demo for Minecraft. I think it was some sort of demo before my parents bought it for me. And I was getting attacked by a spider. And after I died, I was like, yeah, I'm hooked. So I bought it then and there. Dude, come on. So that's the news for October 15th. I don't want to go on tangents because, like, there was somebody on Spotify. Sorry. Okay. If they're listening to this, please, leave a Q&A comment or whatever. They were like, the podcast is great, but you kind of get distracted. I'm so sorry if they're listening. I'm so sorry. So I want to be careful, like, not to do that, but I also like to tell my stories that associate to these stories and bring up things that I like to talk about. I don't know. So that was one of them. My little Minecraft demo story. All right, now October 16th. Things get juicier as we go. Like the 16th, we have 2 pieces of news. 17th, we have 3 pieces of news. 18th, we have 3. 19th, we have like 4. Guys, come on. We are bringing you the Nintendo news. Now, the first piece of October 16th news is for our friends in the UK, it appears. So, here's the headline. And if you're not in the UK, it's still very interesting to hear about. I was pretty intrigued. There is a bus riding around London that has a Super Mario Bros. Wonder ad on it. So what does it say? Can we actually make this a little bigger? I think it says expect the unexpected, and it says hashtag Mario Bus on there. And so there's a bus driving around. Now here's the thing. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, there's a bus driving around, cool things, and then scroll and read the next piece of news. Nintendo is hosting a giveaway if you see this bus. So if you live anywhere near London, get out the house right now. Play Mario Wonder later. That game can wait. Okay, play Mario Wonder after dinner. Go find this freaking bus, because if you take a picture of it and post it on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, I believe you probably have a better shot at Twitter. However, it doesn't say Twitter only. You can tweet a picture of the bus, put hashtag Mario Bus, hashtag Luigi Bus, hashtag Peach Bus, hashtag Toad Bus, or hashtag Yoshi Bus. I'm not sure if they're all different buses, but one of those hashtags, if you tweet that hashtag and a picture of the bus, you can enter a giveaway to potentially receive 1 Mario Bros. Wonder shirt, 1 pin set of Mario Bros. Wonder, 1 2D diorama, and 1 talking flower figure, and 1 sticker sheet. Now, 2 of those, the diorama and the talking flower figure, are part of the pre-order bonus if you pre-order Mario Wonder in the UK from Nintendo. So that's cool that they're kind of reusing rewards, but if you see that, and if you even had a picture of it from the other day or something like that, tweet it out, hashtag Mario Bus, hashtag Luigi Bus, any of those, and you can be entered in. The entry deadline is November 5th, and yeah, tweet at them. I don't imagine there's going to be much competition. Can we search on Twitter? Hashtag Mario Bus. How much competition do you have? Here's somebody 20 hours ago. There's somebody else. Yeah, you have a lot of competition. Oh, but there actually is a Luigi bus, a Toad bus, a Peach bus. There are different buses. I'll put those on the screen. Very, very cool. The article that I read did not say that, so now we know. Yeah. 2 of those you get to pre-ordering the game from Nintendo UK. So if you don't win the giveaway, then hopefully you got one of those during your pre-order session. All right. Hopefully you received part of those. All right. Then our next piece of news for October the 16th, guys. October the 16th was actually my brother's birthday. So that was cool. That was fun. I had cake. Okay, Spotify person, I don't mean to get distracted more. I just want to say Costco cake is undefeated. Bro, you can't tell me the freaking Costco cake if you're in... Do they have Costco in the UK? I don't think so. Maybe they do. I don't know. The Costco cake with the balloons on it, like the 5 balloons, dog. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, please comment. That cake is the best to ever exist. Screw your Cold Stone cakes. Screw your custom bakery cakes. Costco cake is undefeated. I swear, undefeated. Give me that freaking red balloon icing. I'll take it. All right, now guys, on to some other news. We have Sonic Superstars with a day 1 update. Now, you're going to say, Max, the game released on October 17th. October 16th is not day 1. I understand that, but I don't think that they should put the update out on October 17th because somebody might enter the game without the day 1 update. So you got to put it out the day before. Now, what exactly changed? Well, I can tell you, the update version is version 1.0.5. However, unlike Nintendo, Sega has not released patch notes here. Now, Sega is not against putting out patch notes, but they have not put out any information for what this update does. You can assume, it's the old, Nintendo trick where they say, certain changes have been made to improve the stability of the game. That super vague stuff. You can assume it's a nothing burger. Maybe some online play was activated or some random shebang that you're not even going to notice. It was probably not much, but it's good to know in case you did notice something and there's a bug and we can look back and say, man, version 1.0.5 really sucked, We can do that. But speaking of updates, October 17th, another game got an update. This one actually means something though, and there's a good amount that actually changed here. Can you okay, hold on. Guess the game, okay? I'll give you a hint. This game, I never read the full patch notes for because they're so long. 3, 2, 1. Splatoon 3. They changed the smallest things, but I will read you the big things that they change. Normally, when Splatoon 3 gets updated, and this is the case here, they like to write out a couple sentences on what exactly changed and try to be very transparent with us. So they don't do that with every game, but I'm going to read what they wrote us and the important patch notes for Splatoon 3. So the game was updated to version 5.1.0, and let's run through the most important patch notes. I'll leave all the patch notes in the description if you do want to see it. However, it is a lot of very, very minor changes. All right, here we go. 1, changes to Splatfests. Data relating to the Splatoon Splatfest has been added. Then we have some changes to multiplayer for the rest of the patch notes. The terrain in Mahi Mahi Resort has been changed in all modes. Specifications for some main weapons have changed. And now some general talking points. This update focuses on adding special Splatfest data and making tweaks to multiplayer. We have made it easier to utilize the strengths of some main weapons and increase the options for other main weapons that fulfill similar roles. Additionally, we made it easier to battle with main weapons that are paired with curling bombs. We also have made adjustments to some special weapons. We adjusted the amount of damage that the Killer Whale 5.1 deals to compensate for the fact that many players are now used to dodging it. For the Kraken Royale, we made adjustments to give players additional options outside of a charge attack. For the Trazuka, we made it more difficult to splat opponents by accident, while preserving the ability for players to splat opponents by aiming well and firing 2 consecutive shots. for Tentamissiles, we made adjustments to reduce instances where players still took damage, even if they took measures to evade enemy missiles. And finally, we plan on releasing the next patch around the middle of November to add deep cut amiibo data. So if you do not know, they have revealed the Splatoon 3 amiibo. They did the release date a while ago, but they revealed the costumes for the Splatoon 3 amiibo, and I'll say it all in one breath here. The costumes for the amiibo, this is not a spoiler, right? Like, if Nintendo announced it, it's not a spoiler, but if you're worried about it, then skip. The costumes for the amiibo are basically what the amiibo are. So for Shiver, you get Shiver, like, clothing gear. Same thing for Fry, you get Fry gear, and Big Man gear. You kind of look like the amiibos that you're, getting, so that's very cool. I like that, and that'll make me enjoy the Big Man even more. So those released on November 17th, the same day as Super Mario RPG. I will pick both up in the same day, and we'll make a second channel video on it. But yeah, as they said, next patch, middle of November, you can expect that. I mean, any day that week, probably like that Thursday, or like that Wednesday, or maybe like the Friday before it releases, like the 12th. I don't even know. So wait, hold on. It's not the 12th. The 10th. The 10th. Somewhere around there, you will see the update, but it's not going to matter because it'll be out before you even touch a Splatoon 3 deep cut amiibo. So whatever the case, that'll be out soon, and they'll probably also add some new features with that next patch. So look forward to that. Now, for our friends in New York City, my friends, you all, quite the freaking treat, all right? So, even if you're not in New York City, you can take part in one of these. So, the headline reads, Nintendo NY releases new Mario character merch. There's one very cool one that I'm debating buying, but I don't know if it'll be worth it because I'm not sure if it'll be here in time. So, we'll have to see. So, there are 3 new shirts plus one at the end. I'll get to that. The 3 shirts are very similar. They are all plain shirts with characters' faces in the middle. So there are 3 of these shirts. They are $20 each. There's one blue and red Mario shirt. It has, as I said, Mario's face in the middle in the kind of drawn art style. There is a yellow and green Bowser shirt. And there's a pink and white Peach shirt. Once again, all $19.99 at the New York store. Those may come in stock online. I believe they are not right now, but those may come in stock online. If they are in stock online, I will put the link in the description. Go to the description, hit the sources and links link. There's a long paste bin for all the links that I mentioned in this podcast. You can find it all there. And then for the special shirt that I was talking about, there's a special shirt that you can grab at the New York store or online if you are nowhere near there. So, this is the one that I'm worried won't come in time. They're putting out a special 2023 Halloween shirt that has Mario on it wearing a pumpkin helmet, and he has a cape that looks like a bat's wings, and it has the Mario M on it to, signal Mario. Now, that one is $29.99. Once again, at the Nintendo New York store and online, same price. However, you do have to pay shipping for if you buy it online. Unless you have free shipping because you spent $50 or $60 or whatever it is. So if you're gonna buy it online, free shipping is the way. Buy Mario Wonder with your order, get free shipping, whatever it is. And I think that they do ship pretty quick. I just don't want to take chances because, if there's any way in the world that I get the Mario Wonder, Halloween shirt on November 1st, it's totally ruined because the back of that Halloween shirt, should I mention, says 10/31/2023, meaning Halloween, obviously. So if you get it after Halloween, it's not like it's a general Halloween shirt. It says 2023 on it. What's the point of wearing it next year in 2024? If it says the wrong year, you would want it this year, right? I don't know. Very, very cool shirt design. Very talented, artist who made the shirt. But I mean, I just wish they would have put that out like last month so I could order it in time, wear it all month long. It's not really a thing that you should put out in the middle, not even like the middle, like it's like the tail end of October. It's October 21st. It's the tail end. Put it out in September. Like, that makes better sense. That's when fall starts. I don't know, man. Like Cracker Barrel has Halloween shirts in like August. I swear. Nintendo, take notes. All right, and then I'm gonna breeze by this because while we do have some Australian fans listening, I don't like to say fans. Australian friends in our community. That's a better word. Yeah. I like that. While we have some Australian friends listening, it's not many of them. So, for you Aussies out there, I'm doing this for you, all right? Leave a like. So, guys, there's a Super Mario Party plus Joy-Con bundle coming to Australia. Now, this was released in, I believe, was it Japan or Germany or it might have been Germany. This bundle was released in some other region, and it's now coming to Australia. So it is exactly what I said it is. It's a bundle that includes Super Mario Party, which I'm not sure why you include the old Mario Party game, even though, like, Mario Party Superstars is remakes of the old games and boards, and I get that. But why would you even bundle Super Mario Party? I don't even know. So it comes with the game and a pair of Joy-Cons, and the Joy-Cons are pastel purple and pastel green Joy-Cons. So that's not a bad combo. It's just that the bundle confuses me. Like, why bundle that game? How about bundle like Mario Wonder? Like, those colors are kind of like more so Mario Wonder colors. Like, bundle Mario Wonder. I don't know. And I'm sure that they'll do Mario Wonder console bundles and stuff. It's a big game, so they probably will. But this releases on November the 10th, 2023. So the Friday before Mario RPG. If any Aussies are interested in picking that up, or you're, buying it for collector's sake, whatever the case is, it comes out in, that is going to be 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Is that right? Wow. Wait, no, hold on. That is, no, yeah. That's 3 weeks. I was going to say, that's way too soon. That is way too soon. That is 3 weeks. I was going to say, 2 weeks is not the 10th of November. No way. All right, then October 18th we get to. This one has some more news and some juicy news. All right, October 18th, our first piece of news actually comes our way by Doug Bowser, the president of Nintendo of America. Comes our way through him, all right? He posts on Twitter, there's a Super Mario Bros. Wonder ad found in Times Square. So I'm not sure if he took the video. He probably did, because he has to be in New York for the midnight launch for Mario Wonder. But maybe, potentially, it was one of his people who took a video of a Mario Wonder ad, as I said, in Times Square. So, if you've never been to Times Square, they have a bunch of, billboards. People like to put ads on them, and a Mario Bros. Wonder one is on there. Now, what is the ad? You might ask. It is Elephant Mario on screen, and then he kind of goes away, and then it just says, "Jump into the unexpected, coming 10/20/2023, obviously meaning October 20th, 2023. So it was a very short ad, or maybe we just didn't see the entire thing. But I like that they're, promoting it in New York. When they promote games kind of on that scale, it's big. I'm not sure if they did Times Square, but they did, big things like that. For Tears of the Kingdom, they did it for a few other games. Mario Odyssey, I believe, a few. So I like when they do that. It's more fun, and I wish that I could have seen the ad in person. Honestly, it seems cool. I am going to New York soon, but just not at this time. I'll be there. I'm not gonna say. I don't know. I don't want to get. Never mind. Anyways. I'm going to New York soon. It should be fun. I'm gonna go to the Nintendo store. Maybe I can make a short there. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know what I'd even do. the coolest Nintendo merch. No, I don't even. No, that's not even a good idea. I don't know. We'll freaking see, guys. All right, we'll see. And then this one, guys, raise your hand if you're watching this podcast in Singapore. I shouldn't see a hand raised. Do they even speak English? I don't even know. Okay. What an intro, dude. There's probably like some Singaporean guy who like has his hand raised right now, like, bro, what about me? Dude, come on. All right, so I just want to say this because it's a very, very cool thing. So if you watched the last podcast or you're just up to date with the news, Nintendo launched their new store in Kyoto, Japan last week, and so now they're already announcing a brand new, not permanent store, but pop-up store that they're opening in Singapore. Now, do I think that you'll go to this? No, because it's kind of, I mean, it'd be rare for somebody, listening to go to Singapore in the next 2 months to see this, but it's cool news. There is a Nintendo pop-up store announced for a Singapore airport. It is the Singapore Jewel Changi Airport. I believe I said that right. I had to Google how to say the Changi part. Changi Airport. It's going to be there from the November 17th, which is also the Mario RPG launch day. Can't get those games confused. And then it goes away January 1st, 2024. So it's there for about, I mean, that's less than 2 months actually, but pop-up store, not permanent, but if you're at, if you're somehow, some way at the airport in the next 2 months, you can visit the store. It's probably not going to be much different than what you see online and stuff. It's just Nintendo merch. But if you spend more than $80 there, which, airports can be a little pricey on things, so I don't imagine that that's too hard to do, you will receive free Nintendo postcards. No concrete details on what they look like or what they are exactly, but, postcards it is. If there's any bonus, I'll take it. That's there. If there's any pictures of what it'll look like, I'll show them on screen, but I don't know if there is or if there was or if there's ever going to be. I mean, I don't even know, but that's happening. I don't want to spend too much time there because I'm not sure that it affects many of you out there, but maybe it does. It's cool to read. I don't like international stuff. Like, I'm fine with Australia. I'm fine with the UK. I'm fine with America. But do they speak English in Singapore? The language spoken in Singapore. Well, that's one of the languages. It says Mandarin and other varieties of Chinese. Okay, so maybe not. But cool news either way. I mean, I don't know. All right, and then guys, also October 18th, we had a good piece of news for a free game that is most likely on your Switch right now if you don't even happen to be playing it during this podcast. Maybe you're playing it right now as you listen. I don't know. F-099, revealed in the September 14th Direct, that was last month, has the final track update released. Okay, so this information comes through Oatmeal Dome on Twitter, the absolute goats for diving into anything that has been updated. Follow them on Twitter, they are brilliant. Here are the tracks that are added to F-099. All this info comes via Oatmeal Dome. The King League tracks have been added, and here are the specifics. Mute City 3 has been added to the normal F-099, so no other, special modes. Red Canyon 2 has been added to Pro Tracks plus the pre-modes, and Firefield has been added to the Grand Prix mode. Now, Nintendo themselves, this is not Oatmeal Dome, Nintendo themselves said this update contains the final new tracks. Additional updates will be released in the future, so essentially, these are the last tracks to be added, which kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. We're being a bit cut short, however, I can't complain. There's a lot of cool tracks in the game, and how many do you need for a free game that you play over and over and over? Like, you don't need that many, right? It's not Mario Kart, and this game's free, so we shouldn't expect 10,000 tracks in it, right? But that's cool. But there are going to be other updates in the future. It's unclear if that'll be like cosmetic things, like things that we can actually interact with, or if more updates just means, maintenance and stuff. It's probably going to mean like more content to the game, because with Animal Crossing New Horizons, for example, they had said this is the final update for the game, but then added maintenance. So for them to say there's going to be more updates released, that probably means more content, or else if it was the final bit of content being added, they probably would have said final update, but we'll keep doing maintenance and stuff. So probably more content to be added that we can interact with. I imagine all the content will be out by next summer, probably around there, because you can't. I don't see much more happening this year for the game. You'd probably want to drop something around next February or so, somewhere around there, to kind of spark the game again. But yeah, that's all out there. Go and play some F-Zero tracks. I need to get back on that game, because next thing you know, it's getting freaking discontinued. Like, bro, Pac-Man 99 just got discontinued. That was around for a while, but I'm gonna miss my shot with F-Zero. I've played it a lot. It's fun. I have not gotten number 1 yet, but I just need to get back into it. All right, now October 19th news. A lot of cool news here, and I'm excited for a lot of it. All right, here we go. October 19th, we have MyNintendo revealing a Super Mario Bros. Wonder double keychain and party flags. So let's begin with the first one, a double keychain. Well, can we actually start here? MyNintendo, if you don't know, is a rewards program for Nintendo fans. You can go on the site and redeem platinum points, which you can earn for free for actual physical rewards. Just pay shipping. Pay shipping. So one of the new rewards here for the Mario Wonder game is a double keychain, and what that means is it's essentially like 2 keychains on one ring. There's a Elephant Mario keychain that you're getting, and a normal Mario keychain. The Elephant Mario one is the one where he looks like he's about to run or whatever, and then the Mario one is the one that you see on the cover art, like with his left hand up and holding the Wonder Flower. That's the 2 keychains. Once again, it's a double keychain, 2 separates. I believe they have 2 different chains, so 2 separate keychains there. Very cool. I don't know that I'll pick that up just because I don't really use keychains, but I think I would recommend it if you have any, slight interest in it. That is 800 platinum points, so kind of pricey, to be honest. That's as much as that notebook that they sell. That's kind of pricey. So, if you're interested, go for it. It's pretty cool. And then you also have 7 printout party flags. Something that only do you guys know that? Now no one's going to understand what I'm saying right here. Do you guys know the Twitter user Pikmin Plucker or whatever his name is? I feel like that guy would use these party flags. If you don't know who Pikmin Plucker is, it's just a random Nintendo fan on Twitter who's so positive, just says the nicest things. Can I actually pull up his @ so I can promote him? Guys, follow Pikmin Plucker. He's my king. Okay, hold on. Pikmin Plucker. Here. @ Pikmin Plucker 97 on Twitter. Follow that freaking guy and let me know if you do. They are so positive. Bro, I feel like they would use these party flags. All right, so there are party flags. You can print these out. I assume if you're throwing a Mario Wonder birthday party for your kid or for yourself or for whoever, for your dog, for your mom, I don't even know. You can print out party flags to hang up from, the wall or something. And, make the party that much more festive. For the low price of 30 platinum points, you can get 7 printout party flags. 1 of Mario, 1 of Luigi, 1 of Nabbit, 1 of Daisy, 1 of Peach, 1 of Bowser's ship, and 1 of Red Yoshi. Very cool. However, not cool enough to the point where I would feel like printing those out and, hanging them up and whatever. There's gotta be, there has to be a better way to go about making a Mario Wonder birthday party. Get a Wonder Seed pinata. Like that's the way. And I get that costs more money, and I get that doesn't even exist. But custom pinata. There has to be a custom pinata service. Can we Google custom pinatas? Is that a thing? It's a thing, but it probably takes time. Pinatas.com has custom pinatas. That's actually sick. All right, so guys, go to pinatas.com, get yourself a custom pinata. They're not sponsored by us, not an ad. Just go and buy a Mario Wonder pinata and let me know what kind of candy was inside of it. All right, then 2 more pieces of news, and then we get to the juicy stuff. Next piece of news: final wave of Detective Pikachu icons are now available for Nintendo Switch Online members. All right, so if you have the Switch Online membership, if you navigate to that Switch Online icon in the bottom left of your Switch home menu, you will be brought to the laggiest menu known to man. You cannot navigate through that menu very cleanly. I don't know why. Not very fun. Even if you have if you have a game open and you go to that menu, it says like your game may affect the performance of this menu. Like, why can't this menu look at PlayStation? Every menu on that system operates so clean. Even if you have a game open, at least in my experience. What's the difference with, Nintendo? I don't even know. But make sure that you don't have a game running. Open up the Switch Online app and you will see. And you know what? I'm going to do this right now because there's one icon that if I don't get, I will actually be so upset. So I'm going to do it with you guys. So navigate to the Switch Online app here on your Switch, if you have Switch Online. Navigate to the missions and rewards section. We'll get to that in a second. this thing on screen, and you will see the Detective Pikachu section where you can see a bunch of brand new icons. There are new Pikachu icons, like pictures of himself. There's a new Luxray icon, and there's also a brand new Pangoro icon. So even if you're just a fan of those 2 Pokemon, you can just grab those. Or just grab whatever you want. You don't even, once again, you don't even need to be a fan of the game. Just if you like the icons themselves, dibble dabble, shribble shravel, get the icons. Now, I spoiled it for those watching the video podcast. I was showing my screen, and this popped up, our next piece of news. By the way, those Pikachu icons go away on October 26th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Now, for the next piece of news, it's very similar. There are brand new Super Mario Bros. Wonder icons, and dang, do they look freaking good. There are going to be, I don't know how many waves. It says icon elements for this title will be available until the 16th of November, rotating Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific. So if the 16th is when they all go away, there's going to be, this is the first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. There are going to be 5 waves of Super Mario Bros. Wonder icons. So this is the first wave, goes away, if it's next Thursday, it goes away the 26th of October. And the icons are on screen, but I'll read them out to you as well. There's a Mario icon, a Peach icon, a Yellow Toad icon, Mario Elephant icon, Wonder Flower icon, Talking Flower icon, the red Mario thing that has his hat on it, I don't know what it's called, Bowser icon, and a Bowser ship icon. So those are super cool. I'm gonna buy the Mario Elephant one and then put my Switch away. But those are out there now. Switch to one of those in spirit of the Mario Wonder, launch. Put my Switch back. There we go. Dude, the fact that Mario Wonder launched makes me so happy. It's like, after 10 years, we get a brand new 2D Mario game. It's more of an occasion than people are kind of giving it credit for, Alright, but that is actually all of our Nintendo news for right now. However, not only do we have my thoughts on Mario Wonder coming up in a few minutes, I saved the juiciest piece of non-Mario Wonder news for our next segment coming up in 30 seconds. Guys, Nintendo has removed the original reveal trailer for the Nintendo Switch. It was called First Look at Nintendo Switch. They removed it. Why would they do that? Is it because this reason? Is it because that reason? And many people are actually saying this means a brand new console is coming. Because they don't want any confusion with the old Switch and the new Switch. People are saying that. What's true, what's not true? I have factual evidence of what I believe. Let's go ahead, let's break this down and bust all the myths. Let's go. So guys, I wake up, it's a good old, October 18th, right? I hit Twitter, and I see a tweet from Kit and Krista, right? And he says something like, Nintendo has to keep these trailers up. It sucks that they remove these first look at, Nintendo Switch trailers, right? And so I'm like, what does that mean? Next thing you know, I'm now eating breakfast because I didn't look into what he was tweeting about. I'm now eating breakfast. I see a brand new tweet saying, the first look at Nintendo Switch trailer has been removed. The trailer that everyone knows, probably the most recognizable Switch trailer of all time. It's the one where it starts off in the guy's house and he's playing Breath of the Wild, and he goes to, it's not the same, it's a different guy. He goes to an airport and he gets on a plane and plays some Skyrim. That trailer, right? That's a cool freaking trailer. And so now Nintendo has taken that trailer down. Why? Let's talk why. So, let's get to what's probably on your mind. Oh my gosh, Max, Switch 2 is coming out. They took down that one, so now there's no confusion between that one, the first Switch, and the new Switch. Oh my gosh, makes so much sense. 2024. All right, so while I would like to agree with you, because I'm very optimistic, I'm an optimistic guy, okay? And so I want to agree with you. However, I did some digging, and I wouldn't call it digging. Anyone could really, find out about this, and you may even remember it, so I wouldn't say I did some advanced digging, but just looking at history, there was a time, I believe this must have been a year ago, okay? I'm shutting down rumors right now, where Nintendo removed not only the Nintendo Switch Lite trailer, but they also removed the Nintendo Switch OLED trailer, okay? Both of those got removed. And that same time, people were like, oh my gosh, Switch Pro, because it wasn't called Switch 2 yet. It was still Switch Pro. I mean, people were saying that. And I'm not going to fault people. I said the exact same thing. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, this could be Switch Pro. I said the same thing. I'm not faulting people for saying that. I believed it. But now we are in October of 2023, and the Lite trailer is nowhere to be found. I couldn't find it. If it is up there, I can't find it. And the OLED trailer is still up as I speak right now. Maybe in 1 hour it'll be gone. But as I'm speaking to you right now, it's still up there, and it should still be up there as you see this, because they do need they need at least one trailer up there, and that's the OLED one. That's the one that they'll keep up there. But I'm saying the OLED trailer got privated and then was brought back. Why would it ever do that? Why would that happen if we were getting a Switch Pro? Well, first things first, just the fact they made it private and brought it back and didn't announce a brand new console in between kind of well represents that this first look at Switch trailer being privated does not mean we're getting a Switch 2 console announced. It could mean that, but it doesn't mean that for sure. It could mean what I'm about to tell you. Normally, and I think that I learned this from Kit and Krista. Normally, when Nintendo has some music in their trailers, they have a license to use it, and that can run out sometimes. And so you can't keep a video up there with music that you lost the license to. You don't own the music. You can't use that, right? So it could be privated because of that, and maybe they can renew it somehow, some way, and then it'll come back. That might have been what happened with the OLED trailer. I don't know, but it's probably just a music licensing thing. Now, that's not to say that they don't remove trailers when they announce a brand new console. if the next console has Switch in the name, you best believe they're going to remove the first look at Switch trailer. And who knows, we could get a brand new console announcement tomorrow, for all I know. Well, Monday, because they don't do them on weekends. Monday, for all I know, right? It could be then. But, I don't know. I think it's more so a music licensing thing. And this is a great time for me to be like, guys, Switch 2 is happening! Oh my gosh! And maybe I'll even throw it in the freaking title of the video. Maybe I'll even do that. Not to clickbait you, because it's an actual topic. We're talking about it, aren't we? I don't even know. I mean, Switch 2 is on the horizon. Now, I do believe the rumors. I do believe that this console will release late next year, and we'll get the whole thing revealed in, maybe April of next year, maybe May of next year. I don't know which one it is, but I still wouldn't be shocked. Maybe they lost the music license for the trailer, but I wouldn't be shocked if they don't bring that back. Because say that they did have plans to announce the next console in even like March of next year, even May, whenever, early first half of next year. Even if they did have plans for that, I don't think that it makes much sense to renew a music license to bring back your old trailer just to take it down again when you announce your brand new console. If that makes any sense. Like, why bring it back just to take it down like 2 months later? Why do that? It makes zero sense. So I wouldn't be shocked if it stays privated forever. Now, obviously, there are going to be there's people who archive it. Like, I think even I have a downloaded version of that trailer because I used it for like videos at one point. I think I have the trailer on my hard drive. Dude, I have it. I have it archived. But, the trailer will live on, but I wish that they could just make it unlisted. If they could make these trailers unlisted, that'd be so much better, because not only can we still see the comments, we can still watch a trailer that gave us so much hype and joy right when it was released and when we first watched it. We could still see it. And so make it unlisted, throw it in a playlist that, is called previous trailers, and leave it for something that only the hardcores can find. Like, your casual viewer searching for your new console is not going to search in the previous trailers playlist. Like, if you make a dedicated playlist, that will be good. That's how you do it. That is the method. You don't just private it. Now, yes, it is privated, not unlisted. If you click on a link that leads you to the trailer, it'll say, this video is now private. Weird. I get that you don't want people to be confused, but unlisted doesn't, to my knowledge, yeah, correct, doesn't put it in search. If you search Switch, it won't show. You have to dig for it, but you can still watch it. That's what it should be. That's what it totally should be. I don't know why you'd ever private that. You'd private something if you didn't want people to see it. Like at all. Not like, to go and replay and rewatch it like how people would for this Switch trailer. That would be like if they made a mistake in a video and like wanted to private it so no one could see it. Unlisted doesn't put it in search, but it's totally watchable. Why would you not do that? I don't know. Once again, I do believe the rumor that they're going to announce a brand new piece of hardware early next year. And even if they don't, if they announce it anytime next year, I mean, it's still probably not worth renewing the license for. Like, I don't know what the exact case was when they took down the OLED trailer, but say that they lost the license for that. That one's fine to renew because that was like a year ago. And the OLED would at that time have been around for another 2 years or so. That makes sense to renew. You want the OLED trailer to be up for the next 2 years while it is still selling. But for this one, I mean, you have the OLED trailer still there. Everyone knows what a Switch is. That trailer had like 50 million views. I don't know that it's worth even bringing back, to be honest. It's a great trailer and it's phenomenal. I just don't think that you pay money to bring that back even more. Dude, like, I remember thinking that it was a, a mistake when they took down the OLED and light trailer. I was like, there's something going wrong here. Because, like, I get how they would announce a new console at that time. Like, it kind of made sense for them to, announce a Switch Pro like a year ago. But I feel like if they announce a brand new Switch, they'll take down all three trailers: Light, Switch, and OLED. Right now, 2 of 3 are taken down. I couldn't find the Light trailer, and the Switch trailer is gone. The only one standing is the OLED one. Now there are other trailers like there's one trailer that I use for videos called "Welcome to Nintendo Switch." Like, that's still up there, and I think that'll always be up there. But it's those announcement ones that you really gotta get rid of. Those are the ones that they're worried about, not like the commercial ones, like the Super Bowl commercial, Switch commercial. Like they aren't worried about that. The announcement ones are the ones that you gotta worry about. But that's what I think. I don't think it's a brand new console just yet. I think in a few months. I don't know for sure, and nobody will know like for sure what exactly happened here. But it's best to assume they lost the licensing to whatever music they were using in the video, and that is why it is privated, because they had to. That's kind of part of the agreement there. Now, if I was Nintendo personally, I would just use your own music. I mean, if we can't, why can't you? I mean, we can use their music because they don't care that much, but like, use your own. They should have put freaking Petal Meadows from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door behind that video, the first look at Switch video. Dude, they use your own music. You don't have to license out music. I'm kidding. They obviously should, get music licensed because it just sounds better in a trailer and has more casual appeal. Like, when there's in the first look at Switch trailer, when the guy singing is like, yeah, like, I need to hear that, like, it appeals to me more. You're like dancing, you're like snapping, like, maybe they should use other music and get, licensing for stuff, but that's just what I think. Dude, that song is so catchy, it's like stuck in my head. Alright, anyways, that's what I think. Not a new console just yet, but it could very well be on the horizon in the next 6 months or so. I don't think that they bring that trailer back, but if they ever do bring it back, we will let you know on the Mario Matter Nintendo podcast. With that said, now is the time. You've been waiting for this. Maybe you just skipped to this part. Hello, dip-de-doo. Let me give my thoughts on Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm going to play it for a while, so I'll probably appear in a different piece of clothing. If I don't, I'd be concerned. Video listeners, you'll probably see me go from this gray sweatshirt, that is so comfy, by the way, it's also pretty big, to God knows what I'm going to wear. Alright, well, here are my thoughts on Super Mario Bros. Wonder, spoiler-free, which means no spoilers. Not free spoilers, but no spoilers in this next section. I may discuss spoilers at a different point in time. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I ever do, I will make it very clear that I am talking about spoilers. I would have just said, guys, there are spoilers, skip past if you want. No. There are no spoilers in this next segment. Do you want to hear it? I want to hear it. You might want to hear it. Do you want to hear it? I mean, that's probably why you clicked. That's probably why you clicked on the podcast, right? To hear my thoughts on Mario Wonder. You know what? You might be one of those people who just don't skip the podcast and listen to it all. I'm gonna stall right now. I'm kidding. Let's get to my thoughts. Let's go. I'm sorry. Guys, I can't wipe the smile off my face. Today is the day. Today is freaking October 20th, the day that Super Mario Bros. Wonder has launched. This is a no spoiler at all. Can you say full thoughts? Thoughts on the game itself, how it runs. Do I like this? Do I like that? I'm gonna dive into certain topics that were shown in the trailers for the game, like the direct or the overall trailer. I'll dive into the things that you already know about, but in terms of story spoilers, unexpected things, you will not hear anything out of my mouth in this review that you didn't see in the trailers. So no need to worry here, okay? It's all in there. Now, this freaking game, I'll tell you this, guys. It's October 20th, as of recording. I've been playing this game all day. I picked it up today at 8 a.m. at Target, right when it opened. I got the game plus a shadow box purchase bonus. If you look at that, for our audio listeners, either Google Mario Wonder shadow box, or can I put a image in the paste bin? I don't know if I can. Mario Wonder shadow box Target. We'll bring it up. It's so cool. So I got that. And sorry, point is, I came home and I've been playing it ever since. I got it at 8 a.m. It's now 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. now. Dude, guys, come on. I'm hooked. That's a full, like, work shift that I just played of Mario Wonder, minus lunch and breakfast. Like, I mean, I'm playing Mario Wonder, right? So I've played a lot of the game. I can tell you a lot. I'm only at, saying that there's worlds is not a spoiler. I'm just about to beat World 2. And you might say that's like barely any progress. It doesn't sound like a whole lot. But I've played for that long, but I'm 100%ing the game. So I've played for like, 7 hours or so, but I'm only at not even World 3 yet. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying it. I'm 100%ing the game, getting every single, I'm not even going to say, well, no, I can say these, okay? Wait, no, hold on. Okay, Wonder Seeds, exist. Getting those in each level, things like that. The flower coins, trying to just get the most out of each level. Now, let's go over the overall, review, and I'll dive into specific things in a second. Overall, I don't know that there has been a Switch game that released, and on launch day, I don't think I've ever been more hooked than I have been, like with Super Mario Bros. Wonder, apart from Animal Crossing New Horizons. That was wordy. Okay, so a game has never hooked me more on launch day than this game. Wait, then Super Mario Wonder, then Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm hooked. Animal Crossing New Horizons I played for, I think, maybe like 12 hours the day that it released. This one, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. I mean, it has me hooked. Pikmin, which I really liked, had me playing for like 5 hours that day, which is a lot, but like this, I can't stop playing. And I don't know if that's because it has been 10 years since the game, or since we got a brand new 2D Mario. I don't know what exactly it is, but I can't, bro, after we do this podcast, I'm playing more. I'm gonna play even more of this game. I can't even wait to, go and get back to it. Now, specifics here. Can I say one thing? When they say, expect the unexpected, they weren't lying. And I wish I could go into specifics on that, but they're like semi-spoilers. It's not story spoilers, but it's like things in the level that I don't want to like tell you about, because, you want to see it for yourself. I wish I could tell you, bro. They mean expect the unexpected. Dude, there was one level I was freaking out. Like, I was seriously freaking out. So, that's cool. Let's dive into a big thing that I wanted to discuss here. And the thing that I was probably most excited for, with the game, aside from it being a brand new Mario game, is the online play. This is it's not like the first, technically, like we had Miiverse on the Mario Bros. U, but this is one of the first to have online play in a Mario game that is 2D. Now, how is it? Do I like it? Does it, perform well? All that kind of stuff. There's no spoiler when it comes to online play, so I'm pretty safe here. I will say, when this was revealed in the Mario Wonder Direct, that you can play online and see other players' shadows and things like that, this was amazing. I get into my online play game. I play through some levels online play. It's exactly what I expected. However, it doesn't work out as well as I thought it would. And that's not me saying that it, performs bad, or, the graphics or the frame rate drops while you're playing online. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm a big explorer. And this is probably a me problem. I'm a big explorer. I'm trying to 100% the game. So I'm like taking my time. Meanwhile, everyone else who's playing is like way far ahead. Like they all like ditched me. So in my experience, I'm not getting the full online play. It doesn't work well for me, but overall, like when I have kept up with the other people, it's a cool little function. Like if, you die and you are mini Mario, they can give you an elephant item and you're back in the game. Like that's super cool. And you can send emotes, dude. I was like emoting with some people online. Like you can send, they showed this in the direct, you can send like a happy face and like say thank you. I was doing that with people. Dude, I love the interaction, even though it's like very subtle. It's like they're not playing the level with you, but you can see them doing it in real time. So that interaction is very cool. However, as shown in the direct, you can only have about 4 people in total play on one level, so it's you and 3 other shadows. I wish, now obviously it's past the capabilities of the Switch hardware, but I wish that they could have like more players, because once again, I get left in the dust. I'm so slow, I like backtrack to find coins and stuff. Everyone ditches me, like I never really get to see that many people in the online versions of Mario Wonder. But apart from that, I mean, it's so cool. I've always wanted something like that, something where you can see worldwide shadows, and you aren't playing with them, but you can see them. Like, it's always been a cool concept to me. I thought that they should do it with, like, Animal Crossing somehow, but it happened in Mario Wonder, which makes more sense. So, I'm so happy about it, and I always play online play. I don't ever, like, not do online play, just because it's useful. If somebody puts a standee, which I didn't even bring up yet, the standee you can, like, put down, as shown in the direct. You can put it down, and if you die or someone else dies, they can be revived by that standee. It's like a little stand, saves your life, alright? So, I like that too. Online play, brilliant. Now, more into the game itself, without spoiling anything, let's talk power-ups. Power-ups were shown in the direct as well, so no spoilers, nothing. I'm trying to be very careful here, because I don't want to, like, slip up, Power-ups. So, the bubble power-up, I think, is probably my favorite. I'll tell you that. The bubble one's probably my favorite, just because of how OP it is. Guys, it's a little bit overpowered. You shoot a bubble at somebody, and they, most of the time, if it's like a small enemy, they die. I mean, like, that's pretty good. Now, I'm not going to say that the elephant power-up isn't good. Dude, when I first, I'm sitting on my couch, I'm playing Mario Wonder. When I first got the elephant power-up and Mario goes, "Wowie zowie!" Like, bro, we are so back. I knew that I was in for it today. And apparently I was, because the game is freaking good. So, elephant, we know how the elephant one works. You swing your trunk, spray some water. That one's perfect. I love that too. I have not used the drill power-up in my game session, but I have played with the drill power-up in the demo version at the Target store, and I will say, I can give you my thoughts on that power-up too. That one's amazing. The drill power-up is great, and of course, you still have your fire flower and things like that. Phenomenal game, man. Phenomenal game. I want to talk about one other thing, okay? Before I get to my overall review, 8 hours in, can we talk about this? I thought this game was going to be atrociously hard. Okay? I thought it was going to be challenging. I thought it was going to be rough. Because you look at the trailers, and it's like, doing this, doing that, doing that, doing this. 1 minute you're a spike ball, and 1 minute you're on a railing. Like, I mean, who knows what you're doing? Expect the unexpected. I will say, if you're at all worried about that, like how I was, it's not that bad. I will say, my only criticism, this is not a spoiler, is there are some things, man, there are some collectibles in the game that are just atrociously impossible to find. I am a big, advocate of not Googling things in the game. Just take some time, until you can figure it out. Because if you're missing like a star coin in Mario Bros. Wii and you can't find it, you're tempted to Google. No, just figure it out. You'll find it, eventually. This game, I had to Google. Because, bro, there's some small things that are in the most absurd places. I won't tell you what, but there was some, like, invisible block in the most random spot that I had to hit. I won't tell you what or where. No, bro, I would have never gotten that. I would have, like, it's so weird. So there's some challenges there, but overall, as a game, it's not, I would say, the hardest Mario game of all time. I would not say that. And I think it's actually very welcoming to beginners. Kind of walks you through a brand new story. It's not the whole Peach kidnapping situation. You don't, of course, have to play any previous Mario games to get this one. It's a brand new thing, brand new story. The story is kind of shown in the direct, but I won't say it just to, be sure that you get the brand new experience when you play Mario Wonder. But very welcome for beginners. Not a very hard game. I've only died like 100 times. I mean, that's probably a skill issue of mine. But really, it's nice, beginner friendly. And if you're asking me, okay, final part here. If you're asking me, what would I rate this game so far? People always ask me that, like, hey, what would you rate? Well, what was the last game? Detective Pikachu so far. Like, obviously, you haven't beat it yet. You don't have enough time to beat it. What would you rate it? So for Mario Wonder, I think I'm not gonna lie. I probably give it a out of 10. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, because there are just like some flaws and, in my opinion, some poorly designed things. But that's like, if like maybe not even 1% of the game. Maybe it's like 0.5% that is like, kind of poorly designed. And I'm sure it's not poorly designed, but like there are some things that, like a floating block midair that has an important item, I would have never found this thing. Like there's just some things that could have been a bit easier to find, a bit better positioned. Apart from that, though, 9 out of 10. It has my respects. Hats off to the game. And honestly, once again, I'm so hooked, I'm going to go and play some more right after I hit stop recording. If you're at all on the fence, which is so weird, guys, I see so many people online being like, I'm still deciding on whether or not to buy the freaking game. Buy the game. I could never recommend a game more with this much confidence as I can with Mario Wonder, okay? You will like this game. Now, if you don't, I'm sorry. But, I mean, seriously, I would recommend this game to anybody who just bought a Switch, who has had a Switch their entire life. Or not their entire life, the entire lifespan of the Switch. I would recommend it to my mom. I would recommend it to my grandma. Anyone can play it. Anybody can pick it up. Anybody can enjoy it. Phenomenal game. Nintendo did it again. And it has really great review scores online. So don't just take it from me. Take it from your favorite news outlet. Take it from your favorite YouTuber. Take it from, whoever you want. I have not seen a bad review of this game. It's phenomenal, but I won't keep on wasting your time. Buy the freaking game, $60, bite the bullet. You paid $300 for a Switch. You paid whatever you paid for listening on your phone. Like, you paid for your phone to listen to the podcast, or you paid for your laptop to, listen to the podcast. You paid for something. 60 more when you have the money. You couldn't spend a better $60 on video games. That's not true. You couldn't spend a better $60 in October of 2023. That's also not true. What if you bought Spider-Man? You couldn't spend a better $60 on a Mario game in 2023. That's not true. I mean, Mario Odyssey. I don't know, guys. You get the freaking point. This game is great. But with that said, let's move on to the answering your questions segment, where I answer your questions that you have asked me to answer. Let's skadoodle, and while we transition to the next podcast or to the next segment, I'm going to go and play some more Mario Wonder. So let's answer your questions, but me right now, me recording, I'm gonna go play some more. I'll see you soon. Wow, guys, it's just that time. It's just that time to answer your questions. Now, you all have asked me questions to answer on this very podcast. Now, you might think, man, I want to ask him a question. How do I do that? Well, my friend, there are two ways to do so. The first way is every single Wednesday by the evening time, by evening Eastern time, I have a post on my YouTube community tab that says, hey, join me on the Mario Matter, ask me questions down below for the answering your questions segment, and then you can comment down below your question there. Or if you don't want to wait, it's Saturday today as of posting, I don't want to wait until Wednesday, feel free to make a Discord account and join my Discord server. Discord is a gigantic chat room, if you don't know what it is. It's a chat room where you can chat with other people in this M-Swizzle community, and there's a channel in the server. If you can't find it, ask somebody in the server, they can point you to it. It's called Ask M-Swizzle. Basically, all you do is plop your question in there. Anytime, the channel is open 24/7. Sometimes, if I'm feeling like it, I'll answer your question over Discord, so it won't be in the podcast. But normally, I take the questions from there and put it in my podcast. We have 5 from YouTube today, 5 from Discord, and normally we have like 150 questions in total, so I can't get to all of them. But if you have never had your question answered, or you really want a certain question answered, there is a link down below in the description to become a channel member, okay? Channel members, for the low price of $1.99, not only get special podcast episodes, not only get special emojis, not only at some certain perks, at some membership tiers, get a newsletter from me each month. Not only can they get a follow on social media, and finally, not only do they get early access to these podcasts, that's not all for $1.99. That's different tiers. But for $1.99, you can get guaranteed questions on the podcast. So we have, I'll check again, but I believe that we have 2 member questions to answer on today's podcast. I'll check one last time so I'm not scamming people. Here we go. Rad Ninja left another comment. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, I've got 3 member questions here. We're going to go through them all. All right. So yeah, member questions get their question guaranteed and first. Here we go. First member question. Marshy. It's Marshy YT. What games are you going to quit after Nintendo shuts down online servers? All right, so if you don't know, the 3DS and Wii U online servers are shutting down soon in April of next year. What games will I just stop playing? That's a fun one. Probably Splatoon 1. I'll probably stop playing that until Pretendo, where somebody brings the server back, because I've beaten the story mode for that game. The only appeal is the online play. So if, once again, there are going to be a group of people who, bring back the servers, but if the servers, were never brought back, Splatoon 1 would be the game that I stopped playing. And that's one of the only games I play on the Wii U nowadays. One of the only ones, because most of them are on Switch. I'd say that. And then on the 3DS side of things, I don't know. I don't really rely on online play for 3DS. So I would honestly just say Splatoon 1. I play Animal Crossing New Leaf. I never really use online play. So yeah, I would say Splatoon 1. DK Lackeys asks, favorite DS game. It's a bit of a confusing one. So my favorite DS game is Animal Crossing Wild World. However, Animal Crossing Wild World is my least favorite Animal Crossing game. Here's the thing. By saying it's my least favorite Animal Crossing game is not me saying that it's a bad game. It's me saying it just doesn't beat the other ones. Now, I wouldn't say that it's worse than Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I'm talking mainline games. Mainline games, you have GameCube, Wild World, City Folk, New Leaf, and New Horizons. I'd say out of those 5, it's the worst one. Kind of just because it doesn't have holidays, and Animal Crossing City Folk is kind of the HD version of Wild World, to be honest. So, yeah, it's just not, and it graphically, yeah, it's on a DS. I get that it can't be great graphics, but no matter how you cut it, it's just not a pleasant experience in this day and age. So I just don't really like Wild World that much, but it's my favorite DS game still. What's weird though is I didn't have a childhood with Wild World. I had a DS when I was younger, but I didn't play it in its prime. I had no clue what Animal Crossing even was back then. I like it now because its charm, its music, It's sassy dialogue. It's a freaking Animal Crossing game. The constellations in the sky with Celeste. I like a lot of things about Wild World. And yeah, favorite DS game. Before that, though, I think it was probably God, what was it? It was probably either Animal Boxing, like weirdly enough, or honestly just New Super Mario Bros. DS. Honestly, one of those. And then Rad Ninja asks, here we go. Might be a bit late. You are not late. We got your question. But which do you think is more impactful to its respective series? Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Wonder? Ooh, that's a fun one. I'm saying Mario Wonder. Because Tears of the Kingdom, while it's a phenomenal game, is a sequel to Breath of the Wild. And it's still a brand new game. It's still fun in games. But I just think, like, the 10-year wait for Mario Bros. Wonder, it's a brand new art style. It's totally different. Like, never seen before. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom, we had seen a lot of it before in Breath of the Wild. The graphics are the same. The map is the same. Sorry, not map is the same. But like, sorry, layout of the whole game is the same. Sorry, like, I meant as in map is in the corner. You know, the sound effects are the same. That kind of stuff. Whereas Mario Wonder is a 10-year wait. It's a new art style. Expect the unexpected. Brand new, you can play as Peach. I mean, so many cool things. Brand new characters, brand new enemies. I think Mario Wonder is bigger. However, I am not at all discrediting Tears of the Kingdom. I just think that Mario Wonder means a bit more. And by the way, guys, I'm calling it right now. I haven't looked at YouTube yet. I guarantee you there's like 10 Mario documentaries. Like, the 10-year wait for Mario, I guarantee you. They did it for Pikmin. There's like the 10 channels, who I respect, by the way, who are going to make like 2-hour documentaries on Mario 2D games. Like, I'm sorry. I respect anybody who makes content. I'm just like, I'm just saying what I see, okay? I'm just saying what I see. There's going to be like 10 documentaries. Don't watch them, because they might give you spoilers. Guys, don't search Mario Wonder on YouTube. I'm not doing it. You will see somebody who spoils the game in a thumbnail. I will tell you right now, you will not see a Mario Wonder spoiler on this channel unless I say it so loud and proud. Like, if I say, guys, there are spoilers here, skip if you want, then maybe I will dive into that. But otherwise, all you'll get from me is trailer footage, okay? You're safe here. Just PSA. Then, Munch1298YT asks, with all the games coming out this year, which game do you think will be the game of the year? Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable on the PlayStation side or the Xbox side. Like, I don't know if Spider-Man 2 is gonna move the needle. I don't know. I mean, your obvious contenders are Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Wonder for the Nintendo side. I don't know what's going on with the third-party side. So can I answer that for, like, Nintendo only? Because, like, I have an Xbox. I have a PS4. Not a PS5. I don't really keep up much with those consoles because I'm so dialed in on like this podcast, which is, you know, all Nintendo. And yeah, I know that Spider-Man 2 released, but like, I just don't know like the magnitude of it. So if I can just answer that for Nintendo, that'd be amazing, because I'm not knowledgeable. I'm not qualified to answer the other ones. Yeah, so it's either Mario Wonder or Tears of the Kingdom. I heard somebody say that, you know, Pikmin 4 has a strong case. I'm sorry. Pikmin 4 is in my top 3 Switch games of all time. But that game is just, it's just not a game of the year. Like, it's just not going to beat Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Wonder. So it comes down to one of those two. That's so rough. I mean, man. Maybe Tears of the Kingdom, because it kind of inflicts more emotion? Like, you feel more playing it, maybe? Kind of, like, evokes more of a reaction out of you? I'm using some big words. Invokes, man, jeez. I got the freaking AI vocabulary. Dude, that's so rough. I'm probably gonna say my game of the year might be Mario Wonder. I have to beat it to know, but I'm probably gonna say that Tears of the Kingdom will probably win on the Nintendo side of things. That's probably a bit. I don't know, because Mario. How do you beat Mario? I mean, I don't know. Mario might be like the bigger game, but like game of the year, overall game, longer game, more emotional game, that goes to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, honestly, like it just does. You know, there's no emotional moment in Mario Wonder that's like seriously emotional. Not that I've played it, you know, I haven't gotten to an emotional part. I mean, if like Peach gets kidnapped, then you know maybe, but like she's a playable. How can Peach get kidnapped? I don't even know. But I like even if there's a sad part of Mario Wonder, there's no way that it inflicts more emotion than the ending for Tears of the Kingdom. Like, bro, no way, right? So, anyways, I picked out this question, this next one, because this guy is the GOAT. All right, Big O Entertainment, guys. Can we give a shout out to Big O Entertainment? Big O Entertainment. We did a collaboration one time when I had like 2,000 subscribers. We did a Animal Crossing collaboration, talking about. I think it was like 5 villagers. It was a 3-way collaboration. Me, Big O, and Lord Respawn talking about 5 Animal Crossing villagers that we wanted in New Horizons or something like that. Thank you, Big O, for inviting me to the collaboration. Check him out if you haven't. His Animal Crossing documentary is, I almost cussed, it's so good, is freaking phenomenal. I've watched it like 3 times. Watch Big O, and guys, it's Big O Entertainment YT. I'm putting you on. Watch his Animal Crossing documentary. Bro, it's amazing. All right. He asks, what feature do you believe would be essential to be in the next Animal Crossing? That's rough. Okay. I think here's the thing. You gotta give the fans what they want. I think that Nintendo kind of had the whole update schedule for New Horizons planned out. Like, they knew that they were going to later on add Captain and Brewster and all the guys. But I don't think that they were able to compensate for what the fans were asking for, like, while the game was active. Like, they were working on Brewster and Captain, but, like, we're asking for this and that, and they just didn't really prep for that. And I think that one of those things, I mean, they kind of did. I mean, I was gonna say like more furniture, but like we have a lot of freaking things and like pretty specific things. We did get a lot of the things that we want. I think what feature, honestly, Big O, is something that always annoyed me while playing New Horizons. And you'll hear this, like you'll hear people bring this up. It's a popular opinion. Bulk crafting. Bulk crafting is so needed. Like, if I need to craft 50, I don't know, garden gnomes. Can you even craft those? I don't remember. I don't want to sit there and spam A for like an hour, you know? You need to be able to set a number of how many items you want and just hit A one time. Go. You need to be able to do that. You can do it in Minecraft bulk craft, and Animal Crossing games get quality of life features in between games. Like Animal Crossing New Leaf, you can stack fruit. Sorry, put it this way. City Folk, you can't stack fruit. Animal Crossing New Leaf, you can stack fruit. New Horizons, it stacks fruit automatically. Like that's a good example. How they add quality of life as games go on. So the next quality of life in the next game, you know, New Horizons, you can't bulk craft. Next game, you can. They add them in between games. I think you need bulk crafting in the next Animal Crossing game. VC Zocker asks, do you think Mario and Luigi is going to return, even if Alpha Dream is bankrupt? The Mario and Luigi series. When was the last one? Wasn't it like 2016? Mario and Luigi games. 2017. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Bowser plus Bowser's minions. Excuse me. It's not tough one. It's been 6 years. I mean, We've seen games go on a longer hiatus and return. F-Zero, for example. Alpha Dream, I don't know. Like, while they made the games, I don't know that they're a big part. Kind of just because, let's put it this way. If Nintendo wanted to make a Mario and Luigi game, they could make it happen. Like, they could make that happen. They could. Even if they're bankrupt, I think that, they could make a Mario and Luigi game. I think if it doesn't return on Switch, like next year or the year after that, it's safe to say it probably won't return for a long time. I say a long time. I think that it could return like 10 years down the road, like a brand new comeback. But like if we aren't calling the series dead yet, call it dead after like the next 2 years. If it doesn't come to Switch, call it dead after that. I think they have a little bit of time left, before it's totally dead. And some will call it dead right now. I think it's still like it's on the freaking hospital bed. It's taken its last breaths. We can give it a steroid to pump back up again, aka putting out a brand new game, but I don't know if it'll happen. We'll have to see. If not by 2025, I don't think it's happening. If not by Switch 2, it's not happening. Yoshi says, M Swizzle, I love your long length videos. Thank you. Especially your Switch OLED unboxing. Are you going to do more videos like that one? I will. Here's the thing with the long form content. I like to do it. However, right now, I kind of have like different priorities. Right now, I'm working on banking up shorts. So like to the point where I have like 100 just like saved up. Like if I ever wanted to take a day off or I lose my voice, I can do so. That's my priority right now. Long form isn't the priority. Long form content will pick up drastically when the Switch 2 gets announced. That's when I'm going to like triple down on long form content. Right now, I'm making it as I can and as I go. But I know that the Switch 2, announcement is far away, but that's when you'll see me like probably hire an editor. That's when I'm going to triple down on long form. But as of right now, I can say this, I have one video lined up to release probably next month. I was going to put it out this month, but like I can't put it out when Mario Wonder releases. It's not about Mario Wonder, so it's a general evergreen video. I'll put it out next month probably, but this podcast I kind of want to treat as my way of like giving you long form versions of me without it being like a long form edited video. This podcast gets edited, like not cut per se, but like I put things on screen. But I want this to kind of be like our connection, like our long form community connection, because shorts you can't really like kind of get to know how I move and how I talk and things like that. But this podcast, I hope, can kind of build that connection, So that's kind of my commitment. I've not missed a podcast day since we rebranded last January or something like that. So yeah, we're just thriving. I will not miss a podcast day unless there's some severe circumstance. I will be out of town the day that I record a podcast. I'll be in New York one week. I record on Friday. I'll be in New York on Friday. I can't record the podcast. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make an evergreen podcast. Like, still, everything is about, Nintendo. But I'm going to do something like, I'm going to do like a tier list, like a top 10, or, ranking Mario games and doing this. Like, it'll probably be like 3 segments of like evergreen things that don't have to do with news. Because I like that week I'm gone. I can't keep up with news. So I won't say which week it is, but it's coming up. it's coming up. So that'll be a fun one. But yeah, podcasts I hope are good enough for long form. Long form coming soon though, for sure. I like to do it. I'm mainly a shorts guy, so that's kind of the focus, the tunnel vision. Poland is bad. Okay, that's the name. I've never been to Poland, but that's the username. What music do you listen to except video game music, man? Here's the thing. Okay, guys, I made a song playlist the other week, and I sent it to my friend, and he was kind of dogging on it. Okay, if you're listening, Alonzo, what the heck, man? All right, so I made a playlist for October because that's like a cool month, right? And there's a few things to know about me here. Rap is my favorite genre. I like Drake. I like Juice WRLD. I like Lil Uzi Vert. I'm a simple man, right? But in the same breath, in the same playlist, I also like Shawn Mendes, touches of Justin Bieber, and like some other like 2016 songs. And if you guys know the song Meltdown that has Drake on it, like my friend Alonzo was texting me like, bro, you have Meltdown, which is like a super like dark, intense rap song. And like Stitches by Shawn Mendes in the same playlist. Like that's insane. Like two totally different moods. I was like, yeah, this playlist sucks now. I still have it though. It's a private playlist. Maybe I should make it public. Thumbs up if you want my playlist public, so then you can listen to it. But no. To answer your question, that was a fun little story. But to answer it, rap is my total favorite. I'm obsessed with Drake's new album, For All the Dogs. That's listen to freaking First Person Shooter. That's gas. And listen to 8 AM in Charlotte by Drake. Both of those, if you like rap, gas. Whooper, we have 2 more questions left after this. Whooper asks, what non-Nintendo games do you play? Yeah, I play sports games a lot. I guess non-Nintendo games can be on Switch as well. They can be on Switch, just not made by Nintendo. So I play, and this is it on Switch. I play UFC games. The new one comes out next week, but right now I play UFC 4. 5 comes out next week. I play FIFA. I don't always buy like the newest FIFA. Like I still have FIFA 21 or whatever, or 20 or no, it's 21 I think. I have that, and that's good enough for me. I just play that, whatever. Non-Nintendo? I know that I play some. I gotta see my Switch so then I can get some answers for you. Faith Farm I've been into recently. That is on Switch, but not by Nintendo. Let me scroll through my Switch so then I can think of some stuff. Disney Speedstorm I've been into recently. That's really it. A lot of things that I've been playing is Nintendo. I play Sonic games like Sonic Frontiers. I'm gonna buy Sonic Superstars eventually. I've not bought it yet. Probably next month or so, because there's not much there's not much out next month. That's wrong. WarioWare, Move It, and Mario RPG. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll buy it. But Sonic games, sports games, and farming games is kind of the main gist of non-Nintendo games that I play. Bam. All right. 2 more questions. Werewolf Johnny Cage. Do you own any other consoles that are not Nintendo consoles? I do. I own a PlayStation Classic. Not like a PS1, but like the classic one, like how they made the NES Classic. I own that one. That doesn't really count though. I own a PS4. I own an Xbox Series S, not an X, and I own an Xbox One. I'm looking into like getting a PS3 or like a PS2 or like an Xbox original, just because. Oh, sorry, and also Xbox 360. I'm a big Xbox guy. I never played the original Xbox, and I never played PS2 or PS3. They aren't as expensive as I thought that they would be nowadays. So I was thinking about picking one of those up. I thought about PS3. I think I'll probably... What I could do is like get a PS3 that also plays PS2 games. 2 birds, 1 stone. I could do that. And then buy the Xbox, whenever. Yeah, I'll probably do the whole 2 birds, 1 stone thing. The only thing is like I have to buy a fat PS3 and like those are ugly. I wanted to buy a PS3 Slim. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Do I have much of a desire to play PS2 games? Yeah, kind of. I do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But let me know which one I should do. PS3, PS2, or Xbox original. They're all like similar price range. Excuse me. Final question, Sour Dreamers, will you play the new Sonic Superstars? I will. Next month or so, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to play it. Here's what's weird. I regret buying an Xbox Series S because I'm a physical gamer. So what I'm probably going to do is buy it for the Xbox One and play it for that. Kind of just because it does run better on Switch. And if I buy the next gen Xbox physically, that game should work on the next Xbox. So just buying it physical for the better, performing console makes some sense. So I'll probably do that. Yeah. I'm going to buy it for Xbox One. I would do it digitally on the Xbox Series S, but I like physical games and this one runs better. So why not? But that is it for all of the questions on the podcast. And that is it for the Mario Matter episode 50. Sorry, not 50, 60 now. Episode 60. Thank you all so much for listening to the show. I really, really, really do appreciate it, you guys. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Shout out to our channel members. Our channel members get awesome perks for the low price of $1.99 a month. And once again, that is special, exclusive podcast episodes or live streams with you where we play Switch games. You can get a guaranteed question, a shout out at the end of videos for the $5 for the $5 a month. That's early access to these podcasts, early access to brand new long form stuff, behind the scenes stuff, so much cool stuff, and there's much more perks and stuff if you go higher up in price. No requirement though. I appreciate you just listening to the show, watching the show, however you ingest and digest this program. I thank you so much for even listening to me talk for almost 2 hours. It means a lot. I really thank you guys for, giving me, I guess, a platform to share these opinions. I've always wanted, to do this, and so I thank you all so much for it. And yeah, that's the show. I love you so much. I'll be back Saturday, October 28th is the day, where I'll bring you much more Nintendo news and all fun goodies. I'll see you all soon. Adios.